welcome. We're here for free live tarot readings. How is everybody doing? Wolf, what is up, buddy? Sailor Moon, HX Shimsy Hackaday, Falls Awakening Indigo, and Bartman, and Teehee Girl Greg, CM. How is everybody doing? We're wrapping up the weekend, but good news, if you're in the U.S., you get an extra day. You get an extra day tomorrow. So I'm going to just stay home and relax tomorrow and enjoy the nice, beautiful sunshine because it's supposed to rain next week somewhere. Somewhere, I think Tuesday, supposed to rain. So, you know. All right, you start a promotion on Saturday. How will you do? HX, it's good to see you as well. What else we got? We got hello, everybody. We got promotion. May have a reading. Stressed. Who is going to be my new date? Well, I'm sorry to hear that you're stressed, CM. All right, let's see. Start my promotion on Saturday. How will I do? Let's find out about that. Let's do the Awakening Association. Try out that, see how that is going to go. And let's see. Essential worker. What are days off? Uh-oh. That could be one of those things. All right. So we start a new thing. We start something new. How's it going to go? Boo Boo, welcome. What is going on? If you missed it, I did a review for the Sexual Magic Tarot today, a gift from Boo Boo, and I made all of my usual comments for stuff. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. I think we can start out strong. I think we're going to start out strong by getting the camera lined up. That'd be great. Getting the camera lined up would be fantastic. I move it. Every time I do a review, I use this mount for other things, so I end up moving them around. All right, we'll do this with the Waterfall Tarot and see how that goes. Where's the button? There it is. The Waterfall Tarot. Let's see how that's going to go with that. Hackaday, will I have custody of my kids if she leaves? We might be able to do that one too. Bridget and Renee, welcome. How you doing? Tiffany, how is it going? Philippe as well. Athena, it is good to see you. It is the rare occasion that Athena comes in. Athena's hanging out with us, and Fairy as well. We got everybody here. Got the whole family. Just give a big group hug to everybody, you know? A big group hug. We got the whole crew tonight. It is Sunday night. We're wrapping up the week. We got an extra day tomorrow. I plan to be super lazy tomorrow. I do need to make a video, but other than that, I'm going to be super, super lazy tomorrow. Just relax and not do laundry and all of that, you know? Okay, 18 plus of you. Doesn't it make the stream 18 plus? I have no idea. Sam, I have no idea at all. Heidi, welcome. How are you doing tonight? So there we go. I mean, is this going to be how will you do? I think you're going to do well, right? This is going to become a normal thing. It's going to be something where you do it every day. You get used to it. You're just hanging out. I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. The Wheel of Fortune said this becomes just a regular thing that you do. It's not like some big drama thing. It's not a lot of accommodation time that you need to handle with that. It's not like it's going to be devastating. I mean, it just looks like something you get accustomed to very quickly. Not a problem at all. I think that you are very prepared for this and you are going to be amazing at it. The star just says so. The star says so. Lillian, welcome. How you doing? So good to see you. Wheel of Fortune becomes a day-to-day activity. Now, the Three of Pentacles, you do have a run-up speed, right? Any new thing, you have a bit of a run-up speed where I want to get warmed up. I need to move forward with it. I need to get accustomed and to get acclimated to my new environment. You know, I mean, that's how everybody does. Just got to get acclimated. And that's where the Three of Pentacles comes in. You know what I'm saying? Bridget, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. How can I get my mojo back? Bridget, we'll check that out. And Judgment says, indeed, this is a new opportunity for you, which is, sort of obvious, right? But it's important. It's important that it is a new opportunity for you. It's a way you can prove yourself. It is that open door where you can show them what you are made of and just become the success that you know you already are. They're giving you that opportunity and you are going to get it done. Not a problem at all. Just got a little bit of that acclamation period, and then we're going to just rock the house. Speaking of rock the house, Bridget wants to get the mojo back. Well, you got to watch Austin Powers to get the mojo back, right? BG, mojo back. How are we going to get that back? What is the secret to doing that? I think this calls for everybody's favorite new deck, the Tarot of the Divine. Good news, I have an alternate image without the white borders, but I'm just too lazy to put it up there. I'm just a bit lazy this week. It's okay. It is okay, you know, because it is the weekend. I can be lazy. I can be as lazy as I want. Sabrina, welcome. How you doing? Any new love this month? Sabrina's got her eye out. Sabrina's got her eye out for some new love. There you go. Just like the Paula, was that Paula Abdul? I want some new love, baby. That's all you really need. That is all you really need in life is a little new love, especially, you know, sort of starting out the week with it too. So you get to enjoy the whole week with it. So there you go. Get a new love right next to the holidays too, where you can hang out on the holidays and be together. That's the best kind. That's the best kind, is that new holiday love too. All right, see what we're doing here with the getting the mojo back. The moon says you lost touch with your emotions. You just lost touch. You lost touch with your intuition, your emotions. You got to get that beautiful moon side back, as well as the cycles card. You know, you got to get in the routine. I think you're out of routine a little bit. You don't have the routine that you like. The routine that you have, that you're hanging on to, is just not working for you. You need to get more of a routine thing going. The moon says get that going, enforced with the Eight of Cups, right? You're going to get that work, get that routine, get the day-to-day activities in, and have fun with all of that. Because it's all about just having something to look forward to. I'm going to wake up. I love to just start off the day with doing this. I love to start off the day with doing that. Midday, I love doing this. You just get that comfortable set of stuff. A little bit of the comfortable set of stuff. You have the cycles. You have the Eight of Cups. Getting all of that on, I think it's going to be a lot better for you as well, right? And getting in touch with your emotions. Azek Shimsey, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So, all right, we got a long question. Azek Shimsey, I got your question in the queue. In the queue. All right. So, you know, part of that is getting your emotions back in touch. What do you love? What do you hate? Figure it out and get some of the stuff that you love in there, right? Maybe watch some more comedians on YouTube. Maybe do some fun stuff, some easy stuff that you do that brings up your spirits and all of that. Get back in touch with your emotions. Find what's fun. Become a kid again. What was fun back then? What really made you, happy? Eight of Cups, again, get into the routine. Get in something there as well. Now, when you have some failures too, don't focus on those. Let them slide off. Let them slide right off. That wasn't a failure. That was a practice shot. Loving B, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. That was a practice shot. That wasn't a failure. You were just warming up. You were just warming up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a failure at all. So don't look at failures as failures. You were just practicing. You were just seeing how you were going to do in the real try, right? The star says find your destiny as well. Find out where you're going. Get that 5-year plan. Write it out. Get it on some paper. Get it up in there. And I think that's going to be important too, because now you have the star. Now you have that guiding factor that's coming through. It's coming through. It smells good. It feels good. You're just getting it done. Get that 5-year plan out there so you know sort of where you're headed with that star. Any new love this month? Sabrina, thank you again for your donation. Sabrina, let's find out what kind of love you got going. New love. How is that going to be? Is that going to be a thing? Is that going to be something magical, something beautiful? We could use the New Love deck, which is obviously going to be the Mons Tarot. Mons Tarot is where it's at, and all of that good stuff. There you go, the Waterfall Mask. If you want a mask, I put mine at the lowest price possible. It's actually as cheap as the masks that I get locally off the Facebook groups if I were to just buy it. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I priced it as cheap as I could. All right, get that Waterfall Tarot action, you know? Just look all stylish walking around with the COVID masks because they're going to be around for a long, long time. So get you a mask today. All right, the Mons Tarot. What are we going to do with the new love? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? New love this month. I mean, that's kind of a tight timeline. We got a bit of a tight timeline here for the new love, but we want one. We want one. We want something exciting. I mean, I do think, Sunshine Setting, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate you. I do think that you have a returning love this month. I think that you have an opportunity. Now let me say this up front. It's not like somebody just gives you a call and says, hey, let's get a return love going, right? I think they just sort of say hello. They say hello. They say good morning. They say what's up on maybe social media. Maybe they text you. It's been a while. And they're the one that they smell real good, you know? Last time you were together, they smelled real nice and they were cute. Greg, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Well, get the chateau. Greg, you'll get the chateau, the mansion. I mean, you know, something's in store for you. But I think they smelled nice. I think they look real nice last time you were around. And they just hit you up. So, Diane, thank you for your donation. So I think you have a possibility, that Ace of Swords action where I'm going to call, you know, going to start communicating again. The Seven of Swords, that return action, they're coming back. The Ten of Swords, you know, you had a bit of a rough time. You had a bit of a rough time on the final boxing round in the last relationship, but we can work through that. We can work through that just fine. It's not going to be a problem at all. In fact, when we see them, we may have to break out the Sexual Magic Tarot. You know what I'm saying? Could be something pretty exciting. So I do think that you have a return love. Again, they're not going to call you and say, let's do the return love action thing. No. I think that they're just going to say hello. And you're going to be like, oh, well, hello to you too. You know, that Tarot Oracle guy said that you'd be coming around, and here you are. So I do think you have the possibility. So, you know, if you want to embrace that nice smelling person, then I might. You might want to just do that. Break out that Sexual Magic Tarot. All right, HX wants to know, okay, HX is a long question. HX, inspiration, new abstract. What do the cards say about the mood? Okay, inspiration for abstract art. I love abstract art. Puts me in a good mood because I know that I can do that art without messing it up. You know, if you do that real complex stuff, I end up messing it up. I'm playing this video game. And in the video game, you have to block this attack. It's like a sword game, you know, it's like the samurais. And you have to block their attack. And I'm terrible at doing it. I can't do it. I'm terrible at blocking their attack. So I get nailed every single time. And, you know, it's a bit frustrating. It's a bit frustrating. So things like abstract art is like when I put the game on easy mode, you know? I put the game on easy mode and I just enjoy the game and have fun and go through it because, you know, I don't want to die every single encounter in the stupid video game. So easy mode, abstract art, you know, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yes, I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima. It is fun. I'm 100%ing it. I actually finished most everything except for the last mission. And now I'm going back. Okay, so there's a build on the internet called the poison arrow build, okay? So what you do is you put a bunch of charms that make your arrow poisonous, and then you shoot people, and it hits them once, and they start choking and puking and get poisoned. It's hilarious. I can wipe out the entire camp of bad guys in like 30 seconds. Boo Boo, thank you for your donation as well. 2020, what does that look like? We'll get that. It is gorgeous. That is a stunning game. That is occupying quite a bit of my time. All right, speaking of time, abstract art. What is the next inspiration? Three of Swords says you're taking it too seriously. You're going in, you're just like, you know, I need to get this done. It needs to be right. You're taking it way, way too seriously. The Three of Cups said just relax. Just relax. You gotta just chill out and relax. The Three of Cups says go back, right? Go back. Get some inspiration from YouTube videos. There's 10 million of them. There's 10 million YouTube videos that you can go watch, get that inspiration, get you some things going. That is going to give you what you need, especially, I mean, nowadays, there's literally 10 million of them. That's where it's going to be at, because you got to relax and just flow into it. You got to go into it. You got to, you know, don't be serious with it. Just launch into it, hope for the best, and see what is up. See what is up. Now, the Seven of Coins into the Knight of Wands. A lot of that is don't try to do it all at once. Sometimes we just want to do your entire art piece in one shot. And that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. You're like, wow, that is going to take forever. Or that is not going to be how I want it to look, you know? Maybe you want to layer it a little bit. Put that first layer on, make it look nice for the first layer. Come back later. Come back tomorrow and do a little more on it. So abstract doesn't mean all in one shot. Doesn't need to be prima verde. Is it prima verde or is that a food? Is that alla prima? That's it. Prima verde, I think, is a food. It's alla prima, all in one painting. You don't got to do that. Come back. Come back, do part 2, part 3. That is going to be where your inspiration comes from, because you're trying to do it perfect the first time. It's never going to work. It's never going to work. It's not going to look the way you want it. Just do that first layer, come back, do the second layer, get some inspiration off YouTube. I think it's going to work out for you. It is going to be magical and wonderful, and you are going to get it done. All right, speaking of get it done. All right, now I got to go get Athena, the Ghost of Tsushima. Let's see, Poison Arrow? Yeah, Poison Arrow build. There we go. Let's see. Poison Arrow. There you go. The Ultimate Poison Arrow Tarot build. There you go. All right. So here is a link. There you go. There's a link to the Poison Arrow build. And that will get you there. It is the Poison Arrow Tarot build. And, you know, not tarot, but terror. Anyway. All right. Would M of Scorpio be a good partner? Let's see. Let's find out if a Scorpio is going to be a good partner or not, because you literally never know. Scorpio, just don't make them mad. Don't make them mad. Does Square take a smaller cut of the donation? Yes, Square takes 5%, YouTube takes 30%, so it is a bit less. Okay, let's see. What haven't we used? You know, we haven't used the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. And again, I have a better image that doesn't have the border and all of that stuff. So, I mean, you know, Athena, you got to click that build link and go there. Or you shoot everybody, you shoot them once, and they just start puking all over the place. You can wipe out the entire encampment in literally like 30 seconds. So, pretty fun. It's pretty fun. There's, you know, stuff to do to bide your time and to get some fun things going. All right. What are we doing here? We're doing, is Scorpio going to be a better partner or not? I mean, I think so. I think so. It's looking pretty good. We got some nice things. We have some nice things indeed. Part of this, though, is they're going to take some getting used to. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take some getting used to. It's not one of those things where the Four of Swords is not one of the things where you're just sort of running in and getting it successful the first time, getting it rocking the first time. The Four of Swords says that we're just going to be going in blind in a lot of ways. So you need to sort of figure that out and figure out how that's going to do, right? The Fool, though, does say that it is okay. It's okay if we're blind. It's okay if we're not really knowing what to do, knowing where to go. The Fool says we're on an adventure. And that's part of the big part here is the Fool being an adventure. Because if you look at all of the stuff in my book, right, the different movement cards and all that stuff, the Fool stands out as I don't really know where I'm going to go, but I'm willing to take the risk. I'm willing to just launch into it and see how it works out, right? The Fool, we don't know the destination, but we're willing to give it a shot. Magician says you have the skills. You have the skills that you need to do that. And that is going to be important for you because a lot of times if you just go in raw, you don't know what you're getting into. You don't have the skills you need to make it a successful relationship. It's going to be rough, but you do. And the Knight of Pentacles says you're proud of the relationship as well. You are all good for the relationship. So I think it says definitely go ahead. That is going to be a good one for you. It's going to be a good one for you if you can get a little bit of that run up and that unknown thing going. All right. Will Dr. B pursue a romantic relationship and should I entertain it? We got a bunch of people hooking up. Sunshine wants to know. Pursue a relationship with Dr. B. I guess it's better than Dr. Mystical. I think Dr. Mystical is hooked up with somebody. I don't know. Let's find out if we're going to hook up on this particular relationship with the Light Seers Tarot. That's going to be important here because that is going to be good. Noir 2020. Welcome. How you doing? You got a Virgo partner. That sounds fun. Indigo. What is perfect description of a Scorpio? Just don't make them mad. Just don't piss them off. If you piss them off, you never know what you're going to get. They do have a stinger. They have a stinger, and they're probably going to poke you with it, and you're not going to have a good day. So, there it goes. All the new people in chat, I would show you the money trick, but I had to steal from the money trick to pay the lawn guy. And, until I get to an ATM, which hopefully is tomorrow, until I find an ATM, then there it goes. Make everyone blood beings, so just abandon the camp. Yeah, there's Athena, there's a terror build too. The terror build is awesome. You basically wipe out a couple of people and the rest of the camp runs off. So pretty interesting. Most of the builds use that charm of Fortune 1 and 2, and then they just put in other stuff. Okay, anyway, it's going to be good to pursue a relationship with this person or not. You got a bit of complexity here, a bit of complexity. It's definitely not just an easy thing, right? It's almost like that the Four of Cups reversed really, really talks about having the relationship that is not going to be boring after a while. So you need to sort of figure out, is this going to be just something entirely too dull and too not entertaining? Because the Four of Cups next to the Hanged Man says that you have a high chance that you're going to go in and you're just going to get bored. It's just going to be boring. Is this person boring? I mean, do they come home and do they stare at the wall? Are they do they just do missionary and then they're pretty much done? And I mean, how boring is this person? The main risk here is you just get bored. The Hanged Man with that Four of Cups, not a good combo for this. But again, I said it's complex. We keep going. Ace of Wands into Temperance. Definitely says pursue it. pursue it and entertain it. The Ace of Wands is getting started. It is getting moving on where you want to go, right? But it's all about balancing it out. That Temperance card, you got to get that fine balance. You got to get things flowing. You got to make sure that it's going to balance out. How much do you have in common? You know, once the honeymoon period's over, how much do you have in common? Is he going to be talking about taxes and economics, and you want to talk about, you know, surfing, or, you know, I don't know. But make sure that you have enough in common where you're going to survive it. The Temperance says, how well do you blend together? Other than the honeymoon period, maybe a crush, maybe stuff like that. Is that going to be something that you can blend together? The Temperance is all about getting that stuff done, right? It definitely says entertain it. Give it a shot, give it a go, and just sort of watch out. You know, ask yourself the question, how future-proof is the relationship? How boring is this person? And the Seven of Wands says if you're going to go in 100%. Don't get in and just be like, you know, I'm halfway into the relationship and you know, and now not so much. But Seven of Wands says go in 100%. If you're going to make up your mind, if you're going to go in straight in. Go straight in. And that is going to be what you need to do. There you go. All right. One's a similar imagery on Etsy. Okay. All right. We got 50 different conversations going on in chat. I'm trying to keep up with them. Okay. Will I get the chateau? That sounds very fancy. I'm just saying, Greg, that sounds very fancy indeed. I hope you get the chateau. I hope you get the chateau, and I hope you can have a nice glass of Merlot wine in the chateau. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be in a chateau, you need caviar. You need caviar. You need caviar. You need, you know, it's been a long day. I haven't done anything all day. My brain isn't booted up yet. You know, the brain just starting up. You need caviar and Merlot in the chateau. I'm just saying, if you're going to be in a chateau, you got to go all out. You got to go as fancy as you could possibly get. All right, will you get it or not? Is that going to be a thing? Let's find out. If you get it, I mean, I would go ahead and invest in some caviar and some Merlot. Get maybe a fine champagne and enjoy it. And you have to invite friends over to the chateau. You know what I'm saying? You gotta invite friends over to the chateau. You gotta say it like, you know, hello, Fred. You know, I'm hanging out in my chateau, in my smoking jacket and slippers, and having some caviar and Merlot over here. I was wondering if you wanted to, you know, come over and no, we can't watch football. That's a bit beneath us. We need to watch cricket. We need to watch cricket on TV, and you know, watch the horse races on TV, and all of that. You know, I mean, if you're in a chateau, beer and pizza and the football game, you know, in the chateau, you know, it just doesn't work. You can't say the word chateau and then beer, pizza, and the football game. You can't do that. But anyway, so let's find out if we get this nice chateau. You need Grey Poupon mustard. Grey Poupon mustard. Regular mustard will not do it in the chateau. All right. The Fool says no. The World says no. The Two of Wands says no. And the Six of Cups says, I think you're trying for something different. So pate. I think you're trying for something different at the end of the day. You know, I don't think the chateau is going to work out for you. Greg, it doesn't look good for the chateau. Maybe it's all of the caviar jokes. Maybe the Merlot and the champagne pushed it over the edge. It just doesn't look good. The Full Movement card being reversed means you're just not going to be moving into the chateau. You know, you're not going to call the movers and go, hello, I'd like a move. Okay, where are you moving? I'm moving to the chateau. It's just not going to work. The Fool says that's not going to work out. That's not going to work out. The World, no, Nutella, no. Nutella is not for the chateau. Nutella is for the apartment. All right. The World being the end state, where we get into the chateau, we're relaxing, we have our slippers on, and we have our smoking jacket. the world is the end. It's not only is it good news, it is just amazing news. And it is the end. It is the finale. It is where you're going at the end of the day. And that being reversed says the chateau's not looking good again. Greg, your chateau's not working out. I mean, the Two of Wands, that is master of your domain, not like the Seinfeld episode. That is master of your domain. That's literally a domain. You're looking out amongst the chateau. You're enjoying every inch of it, no pun intended. And it's just one of those things where you really works well. It really works well. And all three of these beautiful cards are upside down. Now, of course, we could just turn the camera the other way and make like Greg gets it done. Greg gets it done. The title would be upside down, be kind of awkward. The Six of Cups, though, says that somebody has another place for you. They got another place for you. You don't have to worry. The Six of Cups, we're coming together of two people. We have a connection. We have things going. I think they'll be able to find you something nice as well. So, Greg, it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. It's like one of those relationships that just didn't get there. You were trying to get there. You were desperately trying, and it just didn't work. The rest of the year, that is a long time. Well, not really. Okay, full-time and fun stuff, rest of the year outlook. Let's check that out and see what is going on. See what is going on. If you do, Spencer wants to do a reading like me. Spencer, if you want to do a reading like me, Spencer, you need the Mastering Tarot Combos book. This literally covers everything that I do all day, every day. If you want to know what I'm doing on the channel, this is it. This literally maps out every single thing I do. So, I mean, you can get the ebook for $5, or you can get the printed. We got a few printed ones yet left. I did sell 158 printed ones so far, and I don't got many left. Diane wants to know, rest of the year, what is going on with that? How is that going to go? If you're going to be the rest of the year. Ooh, let's see. Let's see how that's going to go. We can use this. Yeah, we'll use this. We'll use this. It's one of those days where I have so many tarots I don't know what I want to read with next. Which is that's a good problem to have. I got a new deck Tuesday. I got a new deck coming Thursday, and I got another new deck coming the week after next. So it's going to be pretty action packed here. If you're looking for cards, this is the place to be. This is the place to be. I got all of that stuff, all the good stuff coming out. We got lots and lots of releases. I pre-ordered so many decks, I've lost track. I have no idea when anything is shipping anymore until they actually tell me. All right, let's see about that. See how that is going to go. What we're looking at, we got the Little Prince Tarot. Everybody loves that. The rest of the year outlook. Well, you only got like 3.5 months. 3.5 months. Yeah, Athena, I'm decked out. Literally decked out. Judgment reversed. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and the Lovers. I actually think you're in for a little love. You're in for a little bit of that love action. A little bit of the love action. He does not have classes. Spencer, I've got a book and a deck, Spencer. Link in chat. Link in chat. If you want to waste your money on stuff that I make, if you want to waste your money on stuff I make, there you go. Judgment, it does say that part of this is just going to be a little slower than what you're used to. It's like time slows down. It's not something where you have these new opportunities. It's not something where that you have, you have a bunch of exciting new things. I mean, I do think that you have a new relationship possibility sort of at the end, though. It's almost like a holiday relationship, maybe something a little short term, a little bit of that holiday relationship, holiday love, you know, something to tide you over, somebody when it's cold to snuggle up with. All of that stuff. There's something going on with that. But I do think that's sort of near the end of the year. I don't think that's anything right now. Now, judgment, though, judgment says that other than that, is not a lot of exciting, not a lot of new, just innovative things sort of coming out, exploding into the world type thing. The Three of Pentacles sort of points to this. It's like if we're looking for a job, if we're finding out how things go, if we're looking for new opportunities, we're not really finding them. And that's sort of on the financial end, right? Maybe looking for some new job opportunities is going to be kind of rough. I think that there's a lot of drama, a lot of action as we get towards the election. I don't think that it's going to be nice and smooth. I think this election is going to go horrible. So we have part of that feel as far as the jobs are concerned. There's a lot of uncertainty sometime and all of that. So the Three of Pentacles says, oh, where am I sort of going with that? The Two of Wands says you don't have a lot of control as well during some of this too. We don't have a lot of control, meaning I can't really sort of steer the directions that I want to be going for. I can't really steer that. I'm sort of at the mercy of somebody else or some other force, and you feel like that for the rest of the year as well. So, but anyway, but you do have a new love option, a new love opportunity coming at On the Cups Tarot. Why, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. What is going on? What is going on? It's Sunday night. We're feeling all right. Daughter wants to know what the rest of 2020, we got another 2020, the rest of which is going to look like. How is that going to go? With Boo Boo wants to know. Rest of 2020 and for the daughter. See how that is going to be there. Is that going to be a thing? I mean, we could have that. We could have some nice heart. You know, we could have some nice hearts in there. Have nice hearts in there because I want to use the Gilded Tarot Royale is where we need to be with that. There you go. See how that's going to go. The rest of 2020, I mean, we don't have much left. Winding it down. Winding it down. I had a private reading today, and they were like, do you do 2021 readings? And I'm like, yeah, the minute we hit November, it's like all you get is 2021 predictions. So it's going to be kind of fun. Do a bunch of generalis for that. Jay Allen, welcome. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. On Tinder, is she a catfish? Could be. You could need to get the fishing line and the actual, out. Angelic Empowerment, thank you for your donations. I appreciate that so much. If you have a question, let me know. For now, how is the rest of 2020 going to go? She's watching, you know, the pressure's on. The pressure's on. I'm wiping the sweat off my brow. At least I hope it's sweat. And, you know, we got to figure out how that is going to go. Seven of Pentacles. It is time to start making prep. You got to start prepping. Larry, welcome. How are you doing tonight? What is going on? If you aren't on Larry's channel, Larry does 2 live readings every day. I think every day, right, Larry? Anyway, go check out Larry's channel. And he's got beautiful video, sound. I mean, Larry's got it going on. All right, anyway, back to the reading. 7 of Pentacles says it's time to start preparing. It's time to prep. I think the rest of 2020, you got a lot of things you're going to be trying to do. You're not going to be ready for some of it. It's time to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Time to get ready a little bit. Like, what are you going to be doing in 2021? Where are you going to be? How are you going to be doing it? Who do you need to rely on? And do that and start that preparation. Start early and get going with that, because the 7 of Pentacles is indeed all about planting the seeds that you're going to need for the rest of not only 2020, but 2021. I think 2021 is actually quite exciting for you. I think early 2021, you have this really, really weird relationship that's coming out. But yeah, once you get into that, you know, come back. The Nine of Swords does say that there's some factors going on in your life. There's some things going on that are concerning. So you're kind of worried about some stuff. You have some worry sort of headed there, and you have some worry that's existing of problems that you can't really shake. And you're trying to get out of those. You're trying to move on. You're trying to get past those, and you're having some problems with that. I think those are going to clear up a little bit, right? Ace of Cups says some of those clear up, but the Ace of Cups being reversed does say that you are looking at a bit of a disappointing relationship from now until the end of the year. So a relationship that didn't quite work out. You know, we need sound effects in the channel, like wah, wah, wah. It just didn't work out. It didn't get there. You were all excited. You thought you had some meat there, you know? Like the Wendy's commercial. Where's the beef? Or you're too young for that. I don't know. Anyway, like one of those things where you're just like, I thought there was some beef here. I thought it was meaty. I thought there was some good stuff. And it didn't quite work that way. A little bit. The disappointment of 2020. Six of Cups. I think one of your friends is talking a little bit behind your back as well. You know, the Six of Cups, that friend. It's almost like that friend, that good friend, the one that you trust. You know, I think somebody is indeed talking behind your back. I think they have a little bit of a gossip going on. Nothing serious. It's not like something major, just a little bit of a gossip happening. A failed relationship, something that was hopeful, something you need to prepare for. And the weird relationship around 2021 springtime when the sun's coming out. Everything, the flowers are blossoming. Everybody is planting their trees and their flowers, and you just fall in love. You just fall in love with the weirdest person you've ever met in 2021. But that be, you know, but that be there. Yes, who be talking about her? I have no idea. All right. Jay Allen, are we being catfished? Jay, that is important. J.A. Am I being catfished? Mona, a wave to you as well. Mona, it's always good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. You could have been doing anything on Sunday night, but you're using it up by watching me for some reason. There we go. All right, let's see how we're doing. We're going to have the Dark Mansion Tarot. Yeah, Paula. Paula, how many decks do you have? Like, Paula, do you have so many decks that you have like 4 tarot towers or what's going on? All right. Well, you're quite welcome, Tabitha. It's good for you to hang out on the channel and check that out. You know, I'd show you a magic trick, but I had to use some of the money from the money trick on the lawn guy. So the lawn guy, he needed the money. And he said, I take cash. I do not take your stinking credit card. I was like, oh, I don't have any cash. You know, it's 2020. I don't have any cash. But I have a money trick that contains cash. So let me go rob from that, and I will be right back. So we're going to get an ATM tomorrow and replenish the money trick, you know, and get some cash, because I didn't know that was still a thing. But indeed it is. Astrology software on my laptop. Ooh, I love astrology. I'd like to do astrology on the channel, but the problem with astrology is I get so many requests that there's no way I'm going to be able to do a chart, to analyze the chart, and all of that in a couple of seconds that I have to do readings. Anyway, are we being catfished or not? Oh. I think so. You have 2 tarot towers worth of cards. That's a lot. I think you're being catfished. Okay, let's go over why. Let's go over why. The Three of Pentacles says somebody's doing a lot of work. A lot of work. And you're thinking, that's a lot of work. What's going on with all of that? That seems like they're a little bit too interested. Something's happening with that. Why is it like this? This is not normal. And you're thinking, you know, something's not right. The Knight of Swords being a fantastic, beautiful movement card upside down indicates she's not really willing to do a lot of movement. Not really willing to do a lot of movement there. The Seven of Cups, she's trying to hide something. She's hiding this collection. Could it be a collection of other people? It could be. It could be. The Seven of Cups reversed. Could be a collection of other people. I don't think it's looking too good. The biggest problem we have in the whole reading is the Three of Wands. Now, this is where she's constantly searching for new stuff, new people, looking around, trying to figure out who's next, who has something going on. And that doesn't look good. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. What would we love to see here that would indicate you're not being catfished? I would love to see Two of Cups, Lovers, even the Three of Cups. I mean, the tarot really needs to throw me a bone, you know? Maybe Death, we're moving into something new and exciting. Maybe the Fool, maybe the Six of Swords. We're moving from a decent relationship to maybe something really nice. Six of Swords into the Lovers would have been great. Maybe the Emperor, you have the power over this relationship. You have something like that. You just don't see any of that, man. I think you're getting I do think you're getting catfished. You know, I apologize in advance. It doesn't. You may want to check your cheek for a hook hole. Find out if you have any hooks inside of your cheek. Just reach your finger in there and see if you have any damage inside of your cheek, because you are indeed getting catfished. Sunflower Tarot wants to know about your week. Let's find out about that. Yeah, if you feel that hook, if you cut your hand when you reach inside there, then probably going to be an issue. Probably an issue. Boo Boo wants to know about the week ahead and see how that is going to go. The dating apps, they're the worst. The dating apps are the worst. You know, I give up on dating at this point. I don't have time. I got other stuff I got to do. Let's see. I could be making an amazing tarot deck. Well, you know, it's me. It's going to be a decent tarot deck, not amazing. But, you know, I could be making a decent tarot deck. I could be writing another book. I could be promoting sales. But instead, I'm dating. What a complete waste of time. What a complete waste of time. I could be on here doing free readings. We could be doing all sorts of fun stuff. But no. I'm on a dating app begging people to come say hi. Screw that. Screw that. I only meet people in real life. Yeah, I do the same thing. You know, if you're cute and you smile, then I'll probably be talking to you. You know, probably say hello. We'll see where it goes from there. You don't have all the awkwardness. Okay. Week ahead, how is it going to be going? Angelic Empowerment, thank you for your donation. We'll see about your week in just a minute. Ten of Wands says that it's not too bad. Ten of Wands is being encumbered, being loaded up where you can't get there. You can't get there from here. You're just having some problems with that. You know, one of those things. The Ten of Wands being reversed means you don't really have that encumbrance. A lot of things go pretty easily this week. The Hierophant, though, says the stuff that you were working on with the organization or the company or something like that is just going to be over. It's going to be done. You're rounding it out. You're talking about rounding stuff out with a company, organization, some sort of a formal institution. The Fool says it's time to get started on those ventures that you're ready for, though. You're ready for these ventures. You've started some new things. You're excited. You got the new pathways, the new exciting ventures going, and it's time to get started on those. The Fool says definitely get started next week, because this is your intuitive week. This is your intuitive week to where you don't have to do a lot of stuff. Your intuition is going to be flowing. The planets are lined up. You're just got your intuition going, flowing full speed ahead. Not a problem at all. You're going to be excited about that. The High Priestess says you're going full steam this week. Use your intuition. Get it done. Lean on your intuition, because this is the week to do that. All right. AE wants to know, what is going with that? Angel Moonlight Tarot. Welcome. How are you doing tonight? All right. AE. Week ahead, how is it going? How's it going? Everything coming your way. I mean, I think you're just going to railroad the success meter this week. You're just going to get the success meter. You're going to push it all the way to 100%, because your intuition is just rocking the house. You're just going to know stuff. You have no idea how you even know it. It's just going to be there, Not really a problem. Not really a problem at all. Yeah, the artwork on that deck is mighty pretty. That's the problem. I want to do another tarot deck, but I need to do it on the computer. And working 12 hours a day on the computer, my eyes, my wrists, they just don't work for more hours after that. When I was like 20, maybe. When I was like 20, maybe. But now, there's no way. There's zero chance. I'm too sick and tired all the time to be able to do that on the computer. So, we'll see how it goes. All right, the week ahead, how is that going to go? I mean, the Two of Swords does say you're in for one surprise, a little minor surprise, a little something coming in. The Two of Swords, we have a little bit of a thing coming in that you need to deal with, right? A little bit of a surprise, not something major. If it was the Tower right side up, we would thinking, ooh, that could be a big thing, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Angel Moonlight, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. It's not going to be a big thing. It's more of a minor thing, something that just catches you a little bit off base. A little bit off base. Not quite prepared for it. You're going to be able to handle it easy. It's not going to be a big problem. The Nine of Swords being reversed says don't worry about it. It's almost like something financial crops up. Something financial crops up that you're not quite prepared for. And the first tendency is to worry. First tendency is to be, oh, how am I going to deal with it? I think you're going to deal with it just fine. Not going to be that big of a problem. Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune says it's back to day-to-day business after this. So you do have something coming up. I really think it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. It just sort of hits. It's not a big thing, but it just sort of is there. I think that's going to be your main excitement this week, is sort of that. I think it's financial related, something a bit unexpected. Tower versus, don't worry about it. Fortune says you're back to normal. You're back to where you need to be in no time. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Other than that, it looks like pretty nice little week there. Going to be able to get stuff done. I don't think there's anything in your way. I do think the plans are sort of lined up for you right now as far as getting money, earning money, getting the good ideas is going to be pretty good for you, but there you go. Gloria B, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that as well. All right, any good news? We got another week ahead with Angel Moonlight Tarot. Let's see, AMT, well, another week ahead. Let's see what's going on with that. How is that going to be? We'll try it out with the Anna K, because I do enjoy the Anna K. Well, I love me some Anna K, in fact. This is the worst, that's the worst graphic for this deck ever, though, unfortunately. I need to get a better one. Need to get it improved. Mona, I have not used the humping cards tonight. There's been no humping questions. No humping questions, no humping cards. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I haven't done the 4K flip through yet. And if it's not in perfect order in the 4K flip through, everybody hits dislike and whines about it. So I gotta keep it straight and fresh. I gotta keep it straight and smelling fresh And we'll use it later, though. You know, we'll use it later. Week ahead, how's that going? Temperance. The Six of Wands. There you go. Well, one of the people that has been trying to really bug you at this point to do something, I think that you finally do it. I think you finally get the idea. You're like, I think that's not a bad idea after. I think it's not my idea, but let's go with it. Somebody else has a unique idea, maybe an interesting idea. I think you're really considering it. Christina, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate that. All right, let's do the ending soon screen. There we go. But yeah, we're sort of moving towards that. Again, it's somebody else's idea. Somebody wants something. You have some communication with people. They have ideas, right? Six of Wands says that is going to be fairly successful. I think other people's ideas are actually working out. Deb, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. You need, the humping questions are not good because I don't have the deck ready, but maybe tomorrow. Temperance says it's all about getting the mixture in. It's all about getting things mixed in, though. Making sure this is going to be a practical thing for you. You'd want to stay away from impractical problems, impractical things. You tend to get excited about some of those, right? Where you're leaning in that direction. You're trying to find something. You want to go in that direction, but it's really, in the long run, it's just not going to be something that's sustainable. And you get caught up into too much of that. And then you have to abandon it like the Eight of Cups. You just have to abandon that. So if you're going to get excited about it, if you're going to go forth, if you're going to be like, let's do it, let's launch forward, this is where I want to be, make sure that you can finish it. Make sure it's going to be something that you have the ability to figure out, something you have the ability to finish. Don't get involved in these big things where you're going to get stuck or you're going to get burned out, and it's just not going to be something that you can sustain over a long period of time. All right. Gloria B. Will I get approved? Approval or not? Gloria B. Jay Allen, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. All right, Jay Allen, hopefully not a catfish, Hopefully not a catfish coming in love. All right. Are we going to get a produced? Are we going to get a produced? Well, hopefully we'll not get a produced. All right, Gloria B, will I get approved for it? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? We can use the thought and let you know if that is literally going to be. Is that going to be a thing? All right. Janish, or was it Janish? Janesh? Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. Janesha, thank you so much for your donation. Let me know what your question is. So yeah, we'll have the humping later. We'll do some humping later. Not live. We'll do some humping later and use that deck then. But for now, it needs a 4K flip through before we can get the humping in. Before we can get the humping in, we got to have the 4K flip through, because everybody will hit dislike if there's one single card out of order. That's just how people, that's just how people like it. They want it all perfect order. Okay, let's see about that. Am I going to get approved or not? Oh, we have some barriers to get that done. I mean, I think overall, yes. Overall, yes. It looks like that you get approved. It's almost like, but it's in the very last minute. It's very annoying. The whole process is a pain in the butt. We have some people that are doing the approval. They're taking their sweet time. It's like it's just not there. You're having worries. You're having concerns because you're sort of in the weeds here, literally. I think as you get approved, it becomes a better opportunity. It becomes something that's going to be cool and good. And I do think that you get approved in the long run, right? So this quest, I think, is going to be, kind of important for you. I don't think it's going to be like life-changing, but it's just going to be kind of important for you. But there you go. But yeah, the justice says that things work out, things balance out. We're a little worried, a little delayed trying to get this done. Overall, at the end, you do get approved. Now, she is in here in this barren land where everything is bad, everything is warm and hot and not a lot of life. Kelly Joe, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So, but overall, you do get approved, but not without the worry, not without all of that being there. All right, what's next? Deb, need advice, baby, bipolar lashing out. Oh my. Let's see. All right. Advice, how to handle bipolar. Okay, Deb, that sounds challenging. How do I handle bipolar? Let's see about that. Janesha, thanks for your question. We got you in the queue here. I will blend you in soon. Okay, cool. How do they feel about me? We can do that. All right. So how do we deal with bipolar? That's going to be kind of challenging. I think nothing says bipolar quite like the Playful Heart Tarot. Playful Heart Tarot is all about the bipolar. Let's see, how do we handle that? That one jumped out, so that one's first. That one's second, and third and fourth. There we go. See how that they have a new baby, bipolar and a baby. That's gonna be interesting. Let's see how that works out in the long run. The Two of Wands, walking on eggshells at this point. We're worried about reactions. We got to watch what we say. See how that's going to go with the mood swings and all of that. The star says, avoid them at all costs. You know, avoid them at all costs. You just got to stay out of the way. You know what I mean? You see it coming. You see those precursors. You see things sort of warming up. You know, you hear something happening. The star says avoid them as much as you possibly can. The Four of Swords just says take a break, get away from it, and all of that stuff. The Four of Swords is taking a break. It's relaxing. It's resting. It's getting away from it. It's escaping. Escaping is going to be your main tactic. You know, you don't really want to confront it head on. Confronting it head on is not going to work out well for you. You're going to get guilted. You're going to get verbally whacked in the head. It just doesn't work out all in all. It's better to avoid them, have a positive interaction, and just sort of, you know, get away and try to do that. Try to do that and get through that. Four of Swords says, don't be involved in the conflict. When you see it coming, and you know when it's coming, don't be there. Don't be there. Just slide around it. Ten of Pentacles says it does get better, though. You know, it does get better. It's not going to be this way the entire time. It's not going to be this way forever. You just got to sort of put up with it. Two of Wands says ultimately you're sort of in control of the interaction. You're in control of the interaction. So take control of the interaction. Move the interaction to a different direction if you have to deal with it. If you don't have to deal with it, use escapism and find out, something else to do. Just get away. The escape is your key and is going to be best to handle that. Direct the interaction when you can. Get right down to business. I need eggs. Can I get some eggs? And then you leave, etc. You don't have any interaction that is unnecessary. It does get better. So you don't have to worry about it forever. This is a temporary thing. It's, mainly like they're talking about, could be postpartum and all of that other stuff. But you're just going to have to sort of deal with it how you can by avoiding the negativity when you can. So, all right. What is the rest of September? All right. Christina wants to know about the month and see about that. All right, let's see. CN. Month ahead. How's that going to work out? How's that going to be? We'll check that out with the pre-Raphaelite. See how that will work out. That's going to be pretty good. Holds the baby hostage. That's just mean. That is mean indeed. All right. Let's see. What is the month ahead? I think we got a quasi-humping card. A quasi-humping card. Yeah, the minute you see it heading south, it's time to reevaluate if you need to be there, what you need to be, and direct the conversation if you need facts or you need something like that. Keep it on a logical adult. Have you ever read Transactional Analysis? You go adult to adult instead of parent to a child or child to a parent. You go adult to adult communication. And then you get out. All right, what is coming for me the rest of the month? I think you do have some love coming for this month. It's almost like that you're in love already, but I think you have some love opportunity or a deepening of the love or something thicker, something like that, something coming in as far as love is concerned. We have a beautiful love card, and we're sort of going in here to this realm of emotional distance, where it's almost like if you're in a relationship, if you have a new thing, it's almost emotionally distanced. You just can't get into it full steam. You just can't get to where you need to be as far as the rest of September goes. We got a lot of September coming up. So, I mean, as far as we're sort of moving towards that, it's just emotionally distant. It's hard to get that done. It's hard to get it connected as far as love goes as well. I also think that you're in for either a little trip, or you're planning for something, or you have some other possibility. Either maybe planning for a vacation, trying to figure out where to go, trying to figure out what you want to do. I think you have a bit of that coming up, right? It's almost like it could be either a trip or something serious, like maybe going to either some school, some court, or something like that as well, sort of a feel for that. Overall, I think that the rest of the month will be, you know, pretty decent. A lot of communication going on, a lot of things happening as far as life is concerned. So definitely not bored as far as the rest of September goes. Jay Allen wants to know about love. What is coming in love? What is happening with all that love stuff? All right, Jay Allen, love. Let's do the J.A. We got Kelly Joe, then we are out of here. All right. J.A. love, how is it going to be? Is it, you know, new love? Something, nobody that's going to be catfishing you? That would be preferable. That would be preferable if you don't have the catfish. You got to avoid that. You know, that's fun. It's fun to actually go fishing for catfish, but being catfished, not so much. Not so much at all. Not so much at all. What is coming for love? Strengthen the world. I think you have opportunities coming out. I do think that you have that. It's almost like COVID sort of takes a back seat. It's something where now you can get out a little bit, go places, meet people, find things going on, maybe go to meetup.com, find a singles group, go to events, go in person and do all this stuff, right? The in-person thing is going to be a little bit better for you. The King of Swords says a lot of the stress regarding love, a lot of the work regarding love doesn't really need to happen. Just let things happen naturally, and I think you get a lot better result. Ace of Pentacles in person is going to be a little better for you. There are 10 billion ways to get social groups on Facebook, meetup.com. There are 10 billion ways to sort of get into singles groups and to hang out and talk to people and all that. The Ace of Pentacles said that's going to be a little bit of a better venue for you to get out and about and do things in person. It's going to be a little bit better as far as love is concerned. Overall, strength into the world says that you have more opportunities coming. I think COVID is really killing everybody. Not literally, but COVID is really killing everybody as far as dating is concerned. It's awkward. It's weird. A lot of people are just not dating. They decided not to date. Once this chills out, once this goes forward, I think you have more possibilities. I think you have better opportunities as far as love is coming out. But the world says that you do end up getting somebody nice, finding somebody nice, getting into a relationship. You just got to let it happen kind of naturally, right? Naturally and in person is going to be a lot better results for you. But the world in strength say that you have some better things coming up. It's just COVID is kind of killing you on the dating scene. A lot of people are just wrote off dating at this point. They're just like, you know, there's supposedly a pandemic. You know, it's been going for like 6 months now. The pandemic, you know, they said 2 weeks to stop the spread, but it's been 6 months, you know. But, you know, other than that, people are like, oh, I don't really know if I want to go out. I don't know. All right, KJ, last reading of the night. Let's see. Sag relationship or no? Is that going to be a thing? Is that going to be a thing? A Sag love? Seems their timing is always off. It could be, but we need to figure this out by using everybody's favorite, the Bonfire Tarot. That is going to be good. You can't even get a refrigerator. See? How is COVID? What happened to 2 weeks to stop the spread? You know, we locked down for a solid month, and yet somehow magically it still went around, and it's almost like the lockdown was a big waste of time, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Seems like that the 2 weeks to stop the spread didn't work out quite as well as they had hoped. I wish it did. I wish we could just lock down for 2 weeks and get back to normal, but apparently not. Apparently that is not a thing. That is not a thing at all. All right. Let's see about that. Let's see how that is working here. Is that going to be a Sagittarius love or not? It's looking pretty good. Let's see. You know, starting off, it's looking pretty good. The Two of Cups is looking very nice. So if you're looking for a relationship, the Two of Cups sounds like you have that initial surge of love, of opportunity. The Two of Cups doesn't mean a permanent relationship. Doesn't mean the lovers to where things just go well, things just go smoothly. It's more of a, I've met somebody that's nice. They're nice. This has good possibilities. The Queen of Wands says that you fit in pretty well with this person. I think that you have similar interests, hobbies maybe, things that are going to relate to each other, and I think you have enough to keep it going. Eight of Coins being reversed into Strength does say the whole thing goes pretty smoothly. The timing could be off. The timing could be off a little bit, right? Strength reversed. Sometimes it's like I have to struggle to get things done. But as far as the easy meter goes, it's a pretty easy flowing relationship. A couple of things to watch out for, though. One thing is you need to find out if what the person is really wanting in a relationship and see how that matches up. You know what I'm saying? How does that match up? If they want kids, you don't want kids. If they want this, you don't want that. You need to see how those match up and see how that goes. Not by interviewing them, you know, don't interviewing them, but you know, you sort of have to figure some of that out, right? But yeah, figure out how things match up and how things are going to match up in the future. The second thing to look out for is just how busy this person is. Are they going to be able to make time for you? How much dedication do they have to you? How much dedication do they have to get a relationship going? Because a Sagittarius is usually pretty busy all the time. How much spare time, how much time are they willing to devote to a relationship? And how much importance do they have for it as well? You don't want to be in some love to where they call you once a week, you see once a week and go humping and then leave and you never see them for another week. You don't want that kind of thing. Are they willing to make time for you? That is what is the most important. All right. And speaking of most important, we have the last reading of the night from Janisha. Janisha wants to know, how's the current Leo currently feeling about me? What is that going to be? How is that going to go? Let's find out by using a definite sort of a Leo deck here. A Leo deck here. Figure out how that's going to go. Let's find out how are they feeling about me. Hopefully pretty good. I say, hopefully they feel pretty good about you. You know, that's gonna be the kind of thing that you want at least. The kind of thing that you want at least. Well, now, oh, the Five of Wands. This doesn't look too good. This doesn't look too good as far as how they feel about you. The right side up card is indeed the fighting card. It's one of those where you're just having problems with it. The Five of Wands, we're having difficulty getting it going. We have difficulty getting it going. If you're interested in the person, it's like they're just on another planet, it seems. The Five of Wands, we're having conflicts. We're having things that just don't go as well as we had hoped. The Nine of Swords is really about just trying to get on the same mental wavelength as them. It's almost like that they're on a different channel. You know, the TV's on a different channel, and you're trying to get their attention we're trying to get things going and it's just not syncing up mentally. It's not syncing up with where we want to go. The Ten of Coins is a beautiful card for something like a long-term relationship, a serious relationship, but it's being reversed says even if we did go ahead, it could be a bit of a short-term relationship, not something super indicative of where you want to be long-term. But for a short-term relationship, it could be all right. The Knight of Swords being reversed as well, so there's not a lot of movement on here either. It just doesn't look good. If you're looking for, how is this going to be? How will it work out? Will it be something nice? Will it be fun and great and all that stuff? The Leo just seems to be a bit of a challenge. Of course, it's only a tarot reading, but as far as challenges go, this looks challenging. It doesn't look easy. It doesn't look like a simple thing. It looks like there's a bit more beef to it than what you're expecting in the long run. But, hopefully it works out. Good luck with that. And thank you again for your donation. I appreciate you. We'll see all of you tomorrow night at the same time. Talk to you then.
An ocean, a cave, a dream that no one could save, a shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got our differences, yeah. I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and change.